Hi, I'm Ted Orme-Claye from SBC News. I'm here at the EveryMatrix HQ in London with Stian from the company's casino team. Thanks so much for taking the time to speak with me today. Obviously, we're going to have a chat about some of your casino products, particularly the player engagement and loyalty side of things. So if you could just start me off, how is personalisation used with in the Engage suite beyond churn prediction to kind of more target enhanced player loyalty and things like that?
Absolutely. There are many ways we personalize the experience, and a very good and clear example is the loyalty shop that we have within Loyalty Engine, which is personalized in a way that you as a player, you earn your coins and you go and buy the items that interest you, that attracts you. So let's say you're into free spins, then you buy free spins. If you want to unlock a tournament or get access to a tournament or get access to a jackpot or other rewards, then you pick those. So it's in your hands in a sense. What's more is that anything can be a journey within Engage Suite. So let's say that you are into a certain types of games, or you prefer certain types of rewards. We can give you the options. You can unlock 3 different journeys, for instance, and you pick the journey that suits you, while the other 2 might then be closed after you made your choice. So I mean, absolutely all the components of Engage Suite allow you to select what the approach you want.
So you've just mentioned quite an important term there, I think, which is the player journey. Now, what role can you see? How do you see challenges and tournaments and the wider loyalty engine kind of evolving to better enhance this player journey?
I see the way I think that will develop in the future is that the actual campaigns that drive these, let's say a tournament today is pre-generated, right? So we might have 10 different tournaments or 10 different challenges, missions, but they are predefined. So you choose one or the other. In the future, I think we will see that these are generated for you. That doesn't mean you need to pick the one that was generated specifically for you, but there will be an option, which is our best guess or our AI's prediction to what this would be the perfect journey for you. And then you can still pick the other ones. Yeah.
Now, of course, you mentioned AI. AI, of course, uses a huge amount of data, customer data. How can not player protection, sorry. How can data protection and data privacy evolve along with the more advanced use of personal data for this personalization that we're talking about here?
Yeah. So, with regards to players' privacy, I think I feel at the moment GDPR actually do protect players' data, but in terms of more like sustainable play, safer play, these features work both ways. I mean, they can work in a way to encourage you to play more. They can also encourage you to play in a more sustainable way. It's not necessarily given that a reward should be based on you playing as much as possible. It could be about you picking the games that are less, slower game rounds, fixed bet amounts, these things that are considered safe play. And this is not from everyone, at least doesn't necessarily come from a big heart or good moral compass. It's just good business sense. You want to give the player an experience that is fun and safe for that player to come back, and not have the player feel that, okay, they're pushing me to play more and more and more. Create a fun and safe environment for the player, and the player will stick around. Win-win.
Now, returning back to kind of the objectives of your engagement solutions, what challenges do you think operators, betting and gaming operators, have had with previous loyalty systems, and how do you think your system rectifies this?
I'll pick the one I think that makes the biggest difference, and that's that Loyalty Engine is our one piece in an ecosystem that we call Engage Suite. That means it's supported by 5 other, and assuming even more in the future, components. So instead of you having a loyalty system from one provider, you have your own bonusing system. It's one ecosystem. All features are interconnected. And a good example of that is, okay, now you have a loyalty shop because you got the loyalty engine. What do you populate the shop with? Oh yeah, you populate it with a jackpot from Jackpot engine. You populate it with free spins from bonus engine. You populate it with a loyalty mini game from price engine. And this works out of the box. These connections already exist. So yeah, a richer, a fuller experience based on the fact that these components work together, I would say.
So you've mentioned the Engage Suite solution. Could you just tell me a bit about how Engage Suite uses real-time player behavior analytics to optimize engagement?
Absolutely. So this is early days for us in terms of real-time AI-powered recommendations, but what we've done so far is quite interesting. So within Engage Suite, we have Bonus Engine. We also have an integration with Future Anthem, which provide AI recommendations. And what that has allowed us to do is while the player is playing, we can actually interact with the player at the right time. So say the player had a bad experience, long run of losses, we can interact. We can say, here's some free spins on the house, or here's a bonus, or here's a spin on the loyalty wheel. And results we've seen so far with that is overwhelming. So basically the spend on the bonuses given to players real time while they are playing are returned 3.3. So I mean, the return on investment is basically more than 3.3. It's 3.32 to be exact. So for every pound you spend, you get 3.32 pounds back. So that is really working. But again, it's early days. We plan to use AI and real-timeness throughout Engage Suite in the times ahead.
Now, of course, we're currently in an era of like rapid technological development. Looking ahead, are there any major, disruptive, I should say, are there any disruptive technologies or player behavior changes that you see as having a real impact on iGaming engagement strategies?
To lend a bit from the previous thing we discussed, I think it's about more personalization used by using AI throughout, and even generating experiences for the player requires, as I mentioned earlier, it requires a predefined campaign. I think those campaigns will be generated automatically to suit the player. So rather than having 10 options for the player, one option will be tailored for the player, the 9 others will still be available to the player. Another area I think is less about personalization, but more about how we will go deeper, is that I think we will dig into the casino rounds much more than we do today. Today, casino is very much based on bets and wins and the game they're playing. What about what's happening within the game? It's been done a little bit in the past, but I think we will look much more into what is the outcome of a game round, what sort of stages did the game round pass through, and use these elements actively to gamify the player experience. Just to come with a silly example, let's say the player plays a games that has different symbols, including pineapples. Why not have a little tournament or a mission where the player needs to collect 100 pineapple? That is not much done today, and I think we'll see much more of that.
So speaking a bit more broadly about the loyalty engine solutions, what benefits do you think these offer operators regarding retention and revenue?
It's about how it is part of an ecosystem. So I mean, when you go into, I mentioned it before, but when you go into the shop, you can buy items that is not coming from Loyalty Engine itself, because Loyalty Engine isn't a bonus system, it's a loyalty system. But a bonus system is part of the ecosystem and speaks with Loyalty Engine. So I think that rings true not only for Loyalty Engine, but each individual component benefits from the other components. and it doesn't require an integration because they're already interconnected.
So just one last question for you today, and thank you again so much for speaking with me. Just to round things off, how does EveryMatrix see Loyalty Engine like redefining iGaming retention strategies moving forward?
Yeah, so Loyalty Engine is sort of in the center of a 360 engagement suite that's surrounding the player, right? So today it benefits from a multitude of other components, but I see that suite growing and growing, adding new ways to enrich what is sort of the center of it all, which is Loyalty Engine. Loyalty Engine consists of earning experience points, leveling up. You have coins you earn and you spend in a shop. You also have cash rake back earned where the player can go and claim it. But it's always powered by these other features, and as these like bonus engine growing and changing, price engine growing and changing, new additional products being added, there is no limit to what Loyalty Engine can be and be powered by in the future.
Okay, brilliant. A lot to look forward to then. Thanks so much for speaking with me.
Thank you very much.